1, 2, 3, clap. See how wide that clap was of mine? I was like started out here. That was huge. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, tipping the scales. That is Brian. That sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? It's Brogan Hastings.
It's very rude. Over there just being a complete arsehole. As per usual, it's Wayne Giovanazzi.
I didn't mean like tipping the scales as in standing on them and then like going vroom. I mean like getting angry and tipping them over like a cow in a field.
Throwing the scales out the fucking window.
Yeah, that'll do.
Holy shit.
Just to see time fly. No, wait, that's not a joke. That's a clock.
It's oh my god, it's been a morning. It's been a fucking
And
morning.
How long have you been awake for?
2 hours
at best?
2 hours.
Yeah. Fill us in, because you messaged me and said you're good to record in an hour. I'm like, yep. And then you said, I'm going to need more time.
Yep. So I have a routine because we record on Sundays. And my routine is I stay in bed or sleep, doze, whatever, until about 10 o'clock. And then
that's a good life, that.
I message Wayne and say, are you good to record in an hour? He says yes. I go in the shower. I get my breakfast and I relax so that I'm in a good place when I come to record. I need that hour to just settle into life, as it were.
Because you're about to spend multiple hours with me.
Yes.
So you need to be as calm and as comfortable as possible.
We release about 2 hours. We spend about 6 hours here.
Maximum.
We have spent up to 6 hours here.
Yes,
talking.
we have. Yeah.
But it's a long time. It's a long time. So I during this routine, is my daily routine of weighing myself on the scales. Now, I do this to keep track of everything. It's not obsessive. It sounds obsessive, but I just like to see the data. And usually,
why not? You may as well.
And usually a Saturday or a Sunday is when, my weight kind of plateaus during the week, but on the Saturday or the Sunday is when it drops and I get what I'm supposed to be at. So I'm like, okay. So I got on the scales and it wasn't reading it right. So it would give me the weight and then it would tell me that my BMI was way up comparison to what it should be. And I'm like, that's not right. So what it does when so I've got withing scales and it tells me my weight. It then tells me my BMI. It then tells me the trajectory of how much I've lost. Shows me the little graph and says you lost whatever. And I could tell from the BMI and the little graph that it was wrong. Now, the last times this has happened, it means that the scale is not syncing with the app on my phone.
Yeah.
Which can also mean that the weight it's reading from me is wrong. So I'm like, okay, this is not right. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go in the shower and then come out, dry myself off, and I can't eat because I weigh myself before I eat. I usually weigh myself before I shower. It's like the first thing I do.
Yeah. You have to be at the lowest you can possibly be at the start of the day.
Physically empty, okay?
Yep.
So I'm hoping that it's just a case of sometimes you just need to leave it for a minute and it'll fix itself. It was not fixing itself.
So, hang on. Is this before or after shower?
After shower, because I've already tried about 3 or 4 times.
So you've already exfoliated all the dead skin cells off you as well. Get rid of as much weight as possible.
Yep.
Got ya. Yep.
But then I have to dry and then wait for my hair to dry a little bit because I'm not taking on that extra weight of my hair.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
So, and I'm still doing, and I'm like, it's not working. So I start Googling it, and it's like, reset your scale. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Didn't work. Took out the battery, switched them around. Didn't work. And then it started saying sync failure. Or no, what was it? Reset failure. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So it wasn't even a case, setup failure. That was it. So it wasn't even able to read my weight.
So after you've reset it, it's saying setup error.
Yes.
And this product, a Withing scale, comes highly regarded from one Mr. Pendulet.
Withings are fucking great when they work.
Yes. Now, I believe it is pronounced Withings according to Penn because it stands for Wi-Fi things. I don't know how true that is.
I believe it is for Wi-Fi things, but I think it's the same as biography.
How do you mean it's the same as biography?
Because you don't pronounce it biograph.
Oh, yeah. Biography. Yeah. Okay.
So yes, I'm like, and I am frustrated as fuck at this point. And I'm going through in my head, I'm like, am I going to have to buy a new set of scales? Am I going to have to... What the fuck is going on here? So I had to disconnect it from everything on my phone. I had to delete the app. I had to re-download the app. I had to reset it.
Does it save like your profile and stuff?
Yes. So it's just a case of... because it saves all your measurements, because if you can switch scales, you know, you can, like, if you upgrade your scales or whatever.
But I mean, like, uninstalling the app.
Oh, yeah, because it's saved to my account.
Yeah. So, okay, so you have an account.
So I had to do all that. And I am getting so fucking frustrated. And I am... and my phone is beeping at me because it's saying, take your medication. And I went, I can't take my medication because I can't eat. And I'm like...
Oh, so it has to be with food, does it?
I take 6 pills a day. So yeah, I need to take it with a drink. So I usually take it with my...
Yeah, so that's some liquid.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. And then finally I get to a point where it says it can recognise the scale and it's like, put in the Wi-Fi password. I'm like, I don't know the Wi-Fi password. I have to go down and get it.
You don't know your Wi-Fi password? Okay, question. Do you know if your Wi-Fi password, if it's the default password or you've set it yourself?
It's the default password. So it's like capital...
Well, 521555945. That's my default password.
No, it's not.
I know it's not yours.
No, as in
I remember mine.
Ours isn't memorable like that. It's like capital D, small 8.
Nuts. Nuts.
I don't know. But it's just a lot of caps letters and places, and it doesn't make sense. And I get that it's really secure, but it's really annoying in these kind of things. So I have to get up. I have to leave the phone with the scale so that it doesn't lose connection. I have to grab a bit of paper, go downstairs in a house coat, and I'm like scribbling the Wi-Fi password. I get back up, I start typing it, and it says connection lost.
Oh no.
I'm so angry. I should say in between all this, I've messaged you and I was so angry I couldn't type. So I'm sitting in the bathroom staring at this, going, this is not good.
I think I'm going to have to play this message right now.
Maybe. Heads up, I might be a little bit longer because my fucking scales have crapped out on me and I can't fucking eat until I fix them. Yeah. So I'm not even laughing or anything. Usually I would laugh at these things. I was just so fucking frustrated. And you can tell that I'm sitting in the bathroom.
When you send me a voice message, it usually ends in ha 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 or...
Yeah.
They're the only two ways that they go.
Yeah, yeah. But usually, even when it ends in, there's usually some kind of laugh in there. Yeah. At some point during the message. There was no laugh here. This is not a laughing matter. I know it's just data. I know I need to not be obsessed with it, but I need to measure. I need the data. Yeah. I need it. And
look, I weigh myself every day as well. Multiple times.
I know. And I feel it's slightly different for you. I'm actively trying to lose weight.
I also am.
There's
I've
nothing
gained a few
on you.
kilos.
You're a stick man.
A stickman.
You're a stickman.
Mr. Stickman here.
You're Mr. Stickman.
Yeah.
So eventually I got it to work, and it did come up with the correct amount of weight loss and the BMI. And I was like, okay, it's not what the weight I am just now is not what I wanted it to be at this time. And I feel I deserve better as a human being. So
did you reposition the scales somewhere else on the tiles just in case it wasn't balanced properly? And
multiple times. I also get off the scales and change my foot position.
Multiple times.
Yep.
Oh shit. No, that's what I do too.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I got it, and I messaged you, and I was like, I fixed it. I need another hour to calm down.
Yeah.
And I just sat in silence playing shogi.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think since starting work, I've lost close to 3 kilos, right? Mm-hmm. And I've only done 6 shifts. Mm-hmm. And look, yeah, I've gained a little bit of weight, but we're talking up to 6 kilos because I usually hover around 80, right? And I've been up to 86.
I need to translate that into
Yeah, into stone or pounds or micrograms, whatever weird units you use over there.
I wish I could lose 6.5 pounds for... That's half a stone!
6.5 kilos. I've lost 3.
No, 3 kilos.
Oh.
3 kilos
yeah,
is 6.5 pounds, which is half a stone.
Yeah.
Fucker.
I don't know what any of it means. I also am sure that I've been eating less because I've been working. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah. But then, like, I don't know, it's weird when you say you're a stickman, because I still don't see that. But if I look at photos and videos from, like, I was going through the iPad, deleting shit and for preparations, and the video of us at the Night Attack studio, Great Night Studio.
Oh, yeah.
Was in there. Mm-hmm. And I play it and I watch a little bit. And yeah, I feel like I look weird in that, at that weight. Like, I don't know. It makes my head look huge and shit. And it's like, no, not huge, but a weird shape. Where I feel like I look better now, but I also feel like, well, not feel like, a bunch of my clothes don't fit. So it's like, do I try to get back down to there or what? It's like, But even if I am, I'm not going to do anything more than what I'm doing, unlike you, who you've just started something new, I believe. Well, you're not new, but yeah, something you haven't been doing.
This is genuinely one of the reasons why I feel I've been cheated by nature, because I feel I deserve a better weight loss than what I got this morning, which wasn't even a full pound. So I started going to the gym, and it's kind of funny because I thought about it. I thought about it on the Friday before, and then I was like, I tried to sign up and it wouldn't accept my credit card, and I thought, right, okay, I'm just going to hold off.
That was a sign.
That was
Come
a sign.
on.
That was a sign. And I thought, right, I'm speaking to Nick on Monday. I will speak to Nick. So I started talking to him about it. And essentially it's like, so what do you want to talk about in relation to that? I was like, I want you to tell me to do it. And he went, oh, okay. I was like, I'm waiting for you to convince me.
Do it.
Pretty much. I'm like, just tell me to do it and I'll do it.
Well, Brogan, you really should be going to the gym, I guess. But, I mean, if it's gonna hurt you in some way, like mentally and physically, maybe you shouldn't.
No.
Was it like that?
No, it was, I'm a big supporter of the gym. Go to the gym, essentially.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, great. So you're seeing a Nick and a gym. Yeah.
But, so I started doing that, and, he's talking about all the things, like, you need to go in with a plan. You cannot just...
you can't just walk in and say, I'm going to do this today.
No, literally. And it sounds obvious and daft, but, like, I've treated this so I've been 3 times, and I've treated this first week as a sort of experiment. So I went on Tuesday and I did strength, which is, I just used free weights and stuff like that. And I'd taken a plan off the internet. Cool, done that, great. On that same plan, the second day for exercise is HIIT training, which is high intensity interval workout.
Oh, so not punching people.
No.
Oh.
I can't do HIIT training. And I don't mean that in I am too unfit to do it. I mean, I physically cannot do it because I was scared for my ankles. And to put it bluntly, I almost knocked myself out with my own chest shelves.
Cat heads, yeah.
Cat heads.
Damn cats. Explain an example of this high-intensity training, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's basically where you do a particular exercise as much as you can within it's timed limit. So
all right, so give us an example, like a star jump?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me just pull out the actual thing. Because don't get me wrong, I did the full workout. And I believe I have suffered for it.
Oh yeah, you were talking about DOMs.
No, that was after the Tuesday. That was after the strength training.
Yeah.
So the high intensity interval workout stuff, jumping jacks, 3 sets of 30 seconds. Second thing, mountain climber, 3 sets of 30 seconds. Burpees, 3 sets of 10 reps. jump squat, which is 3 sets of 12 reps.
Is a jump squat jumping from out of a squat? Or is it jumping going into a squat? Like squat, stand up, jump, squat, stand up, jump. Okay, yeah.
Squat, jump out of it. Squat, jump out of it, kind of thing. Plant jacks, which are, you put yourself in the plank jacks even.
What do I say?
Where you put
Plant jack sounds like a meat alternative.
Yeah. Where you put yourself in the plank position and then you're supposed to, your legs do the movements as if you were doing jumping jacks. I couldn't even do that. Okay. I had to do it where you put one leg out at a time.
Wow. So you're planking, you're horizontal, and your legs are going like...
Yep.
While horizontal?
Yep.
Okay, for those who can't see, I was doing a Sesame Daddy ass. Sesame Daddy ass. Is that what it was? I can't remember. It was almost a year ago since that discussion.
And then to finish off, high knees. So I'm looking at this.
High knees?
Yeah, where you just...
Butts,
you jog up and down, but get your knees up
knees.
as high as possible.
High knees, not high knees.
So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, things I know how to do. Jumping jacks, I know how to do a plank, I know how to do a jump squat, and I know how to do I know how to get my knees really high up. Mountain climber, I know. Burpees, I know, but I can't remember the exact movements. So I'm like, I'm aware that I'm going to have to double check them before I start it. But I thought, I thought at the end, going through all this stuff, I was like, at least I know that, getting my knees up real high, I can do that. That's easy. Anything that puts any kind of pressure on my ankles like that, the jumping up and down motion, I could not do it. Literally could not do it. I honestly thought they were going to crap. So I had to, not even, so you're supposed to do the jumping thing, but I had to just put my foot down really carefully every single time. I think people just were looking, people don't look at you in the gym, or not judgingly anyway. They're usually watching you because you're moving while they're in the
they might be silently judging you.
I don't even think that. I think it's most a case of, it's like when in school, when somebody enters a classroom and it's really quiet and everybody turns to look at them, they're not really judging that person. They're looking because it's movement. It's just a reaction.
So you're saying that everyone in the gym is like a T-Rex, whereas vision is based on movement.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Yep. Everybody is too focused on their own workout to really judge you, unless you're doing something really horribly or stupidly dangerous.
Or if Jeff Goldblum runs in holding a flare.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did come out of the gym after that one and go, I am never doing that again.
Yep.
Nope. I thought, right, the next time I'll go in, I'm going to have a look at the actual machines. And I thought I'll start off doing the strength routine again. And then I'll go, because the last two things in the strength routine are pull-ups and plank. Now, I can't do pull-ups, but...
No.
What you can use for that is a counterweight machine, which is like a big machine that's got handles at the top, and you basically set the weight to your weight. Ideally, you want it 10 pounds below your weight, but your weight really. And you you kneel on like a cushion thing, and it goes down, and you just pull yourself up. So you're not actually lifting your full weight; you're just doing the movement.
Okay, gotcha.
So I can do that. So while I was up there, I was like having a look at the other machines. I was like, oh, I used to do that. I've done that before. I could maybe have a look at that. So I went last night and I thought, that's what I'm going to do. Started doing the strength thing. And one of the things, I was like, my knees are really, really bad today. So I'm just going to do the stuff that doesn't involve squatting. I'm just going to do the barbell, sanding stuff. I went to do a bench press and felt like I was being stabbed in the shoulder. And I was like, nope, don't do this. And it wasn't a DOMS pain, which, for people who don't know, delayed onset muscle soreness.
Yes.
It wasn't that pain. I've worked through that pain. That's not it. This was, I will hurt myself if I do this. I'm like, okay, cool, fine, leave it. We'll just...
You took your body's signals as warning and heeded them cautiously and correctly.
Exactly. So I thought, right, cool, we're just doing the machines then. So I went up to have a look, and it's... When you go from having a routine ready to go when you get in the gym to just wandering around and seeing what machines are free to test them out, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when I was doing... I'd done one lap of the gym, essentially, like testing out the weights, and found like 4 machines. I was like, okay, I could do these again. Went to go do the second round, and then I had to stand and wait for somebody to get off the fucking machine because she was sitting there with her friend gabbing, and they were just switching in between.
Inconsiderate.
I know. And her friend had to say to her, "Oh, remember you're supposed to be doing that?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Fucking move." Okay. I was like, "This is my last exercise. Get the fuck off."
When you go to a shop, when you go shopping and you're walking down the aisles and someone's standing in front of what you need, do you just sort of stand to the side and pretend to be looking at something else and wait for them to go? Or do you do what I do and just basically stand there looking at them, between them and the shelf, until they clue on and move?
No, I reach in front of them and grab what I want.
Oh, yeah, third option, that's just as valid.
Yeah.
So why you should have just reached
say,
in front of this person, taken the machine out from under them.
Yeah, because I can lift a whole fucking leg press machine from under this person.
Metaphorically, not saying lift, like, you know, just like touch the machine, say,
if she
"G'day,
sat there,
ladies." You should have like hit on them or something, make them feel uncomfortable. Well, then they might be into that. I don't know.
I was too tired, honestly. Yeah. And I was like, if they sit here much longer talking about... I didn't say anything because she did actually use the leg press machine, but I thought if they sit here talking about fucking Sarah J. Maas books for much longer, I will fucking flip. And I will...
What books?
Sarah J. Maas.
That is a writer and author, I'm assuming.
Young adult fiction. Court of Thorn and Roses, all those kind of...
Nah.
You know. So... But eventually they did get off, I did use it, I did leave. And I'm like... According to the app, based on the sets I did, the repetitions I did, and the weight I put on the machines, I burned 348 calories, which is really pretty good.
Yeah.
I do not feel like I did that, so I'm a bit annoyed. So I'm going to have to edit that one. But I think the strength thing, I'm really hoping that my shoulder doesn't hurt when I try it again. I'm going to try and go.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll go tomorrow or not. I'm in the office Monday, Tuesday, and it's harder after being in the office.
You're not going to want to after a full days of work.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that by the time I get home, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, after having sat in traffic for an hour.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It might be... I mean, really, my routine's only about half an hour, so it's not horrific, but, you know, I don't know. So, I'm going to keep doing it.
To summarize, you weighed yourself, you were angry at the number because it wasn't as low as you felt it should have been.
Yep.
You went to the gym 3 times this week.
Yep.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
I've not done enough to build muscle. Look, although having said that,
it could also just go on.
No, you finish. You finish.
I was just going to say, look, there's fluctuations within the body as well, like waters and salts and things that can have an effect.
Oh, I'm aware of this.
Yeah, I know you're aware.
But I think I should have lost more than... Let me pull up the exact number. 0.1 pound.
What's that in like 200 grams?
Let me tell you. 0.04 of a kilo.
Half a kilo almost. Wait, 0.04.
0.04.
Wait, 0.4 would be half a kilo.
45 grams!
Yeah, look,
I deserve better!
Hey, Brogan, maybe last time you weighed yourself, or last week, maybe the scales were also not working properly then, and it gave you a lower weight than it should have been, so you actually have lost more this week.
Well, not even that, not even the lost. I feel like my actual weight should be lower. I feel like I deserve for it to be lower at this point. You know, I don't eat shit. I don't eat stuff that I'm not supposed to. I don't binge.
Yeah.
I exercise. I'm doing everything right this time, and it's not working.
How long into it are you now? Couple of months?
Yes.
Right.
I should have lost more by now.
It's hard to say. If you personally think of the total loss versus time frame, you reckon that's not, because I don't know what it is, but you were saying that you think that is not an impressive feat so far.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't get me wrong. I think I'm proud of myself for having lost the weight I've lost. That's, you know, I'm in a better place with food and stuff. I'm not binging. I'm not going out and buying shit, all that. I'm proud of that aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm angry because when this has happened in the past and I've essentially plateaued, it's always been, I've always thought to myself, oh, it's because I didn't do X, Y, and Z. I didn't exercise enough. It's because I had that snack. It's because I did that. There's nothing this time round that meets that, you know?
Well, it might just be like you're taking another step, which is going to the gym, which might just be what you need at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Nick. Nick will talk me out. Nick will talk me down from this emotional cliff that I'm standing on the edge of. I know that, but still, I'm like...
Nick has the mental health aspect that he can help with. He has the fitness knowledge as well.
I know. I've now gotten to the point where I'm very much upping my protein at I'm having to adjust my diet.
Yeah.
Which
now, something about these protein shakes, etc. Are you still having the protein meals as well?
Well, that's what I was about to say. I'm going to start switching it up. So my Huel stuff is great. I only have 2 flavours of the hot and savoury because they're really the only 2 that interest me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think for what I need, I don't think it's enough protein. I don't think the protein to calorie ratio is not big enough.
Yeah, that's a possibility. And do you know if there's like sugars and saturated fats in any of this as well?
There is, but not enough to be concerned about.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, because anytime I look at like protein stuff, like I got little protein drinks and it's like, it feels like there's a lot of sugar in that for what it should be. Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that. I mean, as well, so I started mixing up my protein powders because the protein content, I need that protein content high as shit.
Well, you have to remember that
that's not true.
You reckon it's not true?
I have spoken to Nick.
That your body is
not. There is no scientific evidence to back it up.
Cool. I wonder why the doctors say that then.
It was a thing that was believed for a while, but there's no evidence to back up.
Okay. All right.
So.
All right. Okay.
So what I am drinking just now is a mix of 2 protein powders. A concoction. Which is vanilla creme chocolate hazelnut.
Okay, so I'm guessing vanilla cream is one and chocolate hazelnut is the other.
And it's actually quite
good. It could have been vanilla hazelnut and chocolate cream.
What I will say,
could have gone either way.
I've had both of these protein shakes separately. Together, really fucking good.
Hey, Huel, you need to get Brogan on as a master chef.
It's not Huel brand.
Oh, hey, Huel, I think you still should. Whatever brand this is, you got a concoctionist here who knows how to make your flavours go from meh to chef's kiss.
It's actually 2 different brands. So it's Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard.
Holy shit. You're getting Frankenstein-y here.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I wanted the Gold Standard stuff because I remember the Optimum Nutrition stuff being really good way back when. They had a cookies and cream flavour and it was so fucking good. But I can't have that now because it's whey protein.
Aww.
So, which is animal byproducts. And my body went, no!
Yep.
So, I've got that. The chocolate hazelnut stuff I was having already, but it tended to, like, leave this thick sludge in the bottom of the bottle when I was finished. Yeah.
No.
So yeah. So this one
shake... Did you feel inclined to, just slurp up or scoop out the sludge and consume it as well? Because you're like, it's part of it. I should be consuming it.
Oh, I, tried to drink sometimes, and I'm like, no. It's just not good. It's just not good. So this is 54 grams of protein in this one shake. So currently today I am at 76 grams of protein and 673 calories.
So when did you start up this change? Was it at the start of the week as well?
So I got the vanilla cream protein powder on Friday, tried it on its own then. I mixed it yesterday and I was like, oh, this is quite good. And then I realised that it was too much because you have to put 600 mils of water in it.
Yeah.
Right, which is fine for the clear protein because that's only 28 grams. But when you're putting in, I mean, how much powder is it? it's 72 grams of powder that's going in it.
Yeah.
So I was like shaking it up and it was like overflowing and I was like, this is not good. So I had to get myself
72 grams of powder. That's like, if I picture like a chocolate bar, that's 44 grams and they're pretty big. Mm-hmm. So imagine that in powder form, almost times 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I had to get myself a big ass liter shaker.
Yep.
Just so I could fill the powder in it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So I'll speak to Nick and I think I'll just alternate the Huel stuff depending on what works per day.
Yeah.
And I
See how it
might
goes.
pause my subscription for just now and just hold on to what I've got. I think the Huel stuff is good. I absolutely value it, but I don't know. I think I need to just change it up for the moment to sort of kickstart something.
Yeah, change something up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Look, it may just be one of those things where this week it's a little bit less and next week is a bit more, or the week after.
Well, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, like, I've always been of the belief that if you deserve weight loss, if you've done what you need to do, it will come off eventually.
Yeah.
It's very depressing when you feel like week after week you're saying that like 3 weeks in a row and you're like, no, I deserve better at this point. You know, fuck you, nature. Give me my goddamn weight loss.
So speaking about nature, I mean, all we're trying to do is be healthy, be happy. Yet things like, because that should be the natural way of things. Yet other things want to try and make that hard.
Okay.
Right. So this is I've got complaints. I've got whiny time now as well. I'm not saying Brogan was whining, blah blah blah.
Fine.
I'm saying that I have whiny time.
You've just been sitting there like, ooh, my turn next.
That's always what I'm thinking when someone else is speaking. I don't know. It sounded like the natural progressional end of your story.
It is.
Do you have more to say? Okay.
What I'm able to say then is, okay, I'm not ignoring you. I'm texting my mother asking if she can pick up some more veg on her way home.
That's fine.
So
I didn't think you were ignoring me. I thought you were there poking the bear.
If I look down, it's because I'm texting her and not because I'm ignoring you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I'm at the end of my story.
Good. The end of that story was, Wayne, I look like I'm ignoring you, but I'm not.
Yes.
There we go. I waited for a reaction just to confirm that you are not ignoring me. This feels a bit like in Wayne's World 2 when they go to the radio station and they're talking up Wayne stock, and Harry Shearer is the DJ and he's just setting up the next songs, and Wayne and Garth are talking and he's just going, oh yeah, yeah. And yeah, like that. It just gives a little verbal nod, like a...
Just,
like
I'm still listening.
Yeah. I really feel like I could be saying anything right now, like, you're a freak with a microphone, you're a total sphincter.
No, I can still hear you.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? And you made me do it because you took this bit on far too long. There's a scene in The Nanny where Fran has the phone...
Wait.
There's a scene in The Nanny where Fran has the phone sitting there by the side and Niles is like, what? Oh no, what was it? It was Grace is practicing some kind of violin thing with her friend. And Niles goes over and is like, Fran's on the phone. He's like, how can you hear anything? She's like, I can't, that's the point. It's my mother. I just picks it up and goes, aha.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What else is like that? There was a show or a movie where someone just like puts on a recording of them going, yeah. Oh,
That rings a bell.
I know IT Crowd does something like that, don't they?
Oh yeah, theirs is the automatic. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So things are just trying to make it hard for us to be happy and healthy, right?
Yes.
So I ran out of my meds 3 days ago.
Oh no!
Right? And I forgot to just buy some. I was even at the chemist and I forgot twice. No, just once. I forgot to buy them. Like yesterday, off all day. Forgot to go to the chemist. So yeah, I went 2 days without my medication. I went this morning to the shops specifically because I needed my medication. And Look, talking when I went and got my new prescription from the doctor, talking because like these can help with sleep as well, and it's like if you feel so inclined, you can up your dosage and you can take 2 instead of 1. And I'm like, okay, I may do that if I do feel inclined. So little to my knowledge, he's made some changes to my prescription without me knowing. So I put in the prescription. And I say, I've got to go do some shopping. I'll come back. So I go away, do my shopping. I'm gone for 20 minutes, half an hour, and I come back. And the pharmacist is like, so your prescription, right? It's a such and such type prescription, which means it all repeats get dispersed at once.
Okay.
That is 7 scripts. This is not the only problem. He's also changed it to, instead of dispersing 1 box a month, it's 2 boxes a month to be taking 2 every day. And I was like, well, I never confirmed that's what I wanted. I said I might, if I feel so inclined, occasionally have 2 instead of 1. That cannot be changed either. They can only disperse it at twice the amount for the full 7 scripts. At the moment, I'm still only going to be taking 1 tablet. So that it would be more than a year's worth of medication.
Holy shit.
And over $700.
What?
Because these are private scripts. It is not covered by PBS, Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme.
The fuck? I forget people have to pay for subscriptions. I'm like, what?
Prescriptions, yeah. For starters, I'm like, I can't afford that. And I'm it's like, keep it. And then the pharmacist he goes away, then comes back and it's like, okay, so I've worked it out so I can disperse just 1. And I'm like, well, that's still $113 fucking dollars.
I mean, better than 700, but you know.
I still can't fucking afford that is what I say. I mean, I have a credit card, it's fine. But try and push him to make changes to the prescription, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to look at my bank account to see if I can actually fucking pay for this. And then he says, well, because it's a digital script and not a paper script, he is not able to make any changes to it. Which suggests, as a pharmacist, if it was a paper script, he's able to change it.
Yeah.
After a doctor has done something. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm aware it's just like paying for 2 months at once, which is a lot better than paying for 14 months at once.
Yeah.
But still, it's a leap year, so there's more days. So, oh wait, it still works out to be about over a year's worth. Fucking. I was very angry. It's like, you're just trying to make yourself better, and there are things that just try to fuck with you. In every sense of the way. But yeah, so that's my complainy time. Do we move on to something more happy?
Let's move on to the happy news.
That's right.
Let's get back to our fucking roots.
And this is spoiler alert, people, because we are talking about not just our buddy and best boy Matt Donnelly, but mind noodler, fool-us performer Matthew Donnelly, the mind noodler.
No, Matt the mind noodler.
Matt the mind noodler.
He's
whatever.
just Matt the mind noodler now.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like he's a two-name person. I do love.
He is.
He's never just Matt. He's Matt Donnelly.
Yeah, Matt Donnelly. Now, first of all, I'm just going to sum it up by saying what I said in a tweet, which was, I can't remember. Let me find me. So I said, so good, so funny, even a couple of Easter eggs in there for scoops. Earnestly, my favourite act I've seen on Fool Us, and not because you're my buddy, but because it felt so different in writing and performance than everything else.
Nice.
And honestly, it feels very different to
100%.
Other acts. Yeah.
100%.
Even like this, I liked a lot more than even Piff's performances.
Wow, that's high praise from you.
And I think that let's not include the first season, the UK season, because that Piff performance was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, we don't include the first season. That's a different show entirely.
Yeah, exactly, different show. Yep.
So yeah. I thought that. I mean, I was struck by how confident he looked.
Yes, Well, he is a performer. He
absolutely.
is comfortable on the stage, I assume.
But even then, he's still not been doing magic for a huge amount of time. This is still a big deal. He's still having hid this from Penn, having hid this from Taylor, despite working with them.
Yeah.
It's still a huge deal. That would be like us trying to perform in front of Matt. You know, trying to do improv in front of Matt. It would be. I can imagine how terrifying it would be.
It just goes to show that what Penn had to say was not just fluffing up his friend when he's talking about Matt being New York improv scene superstar. Which, can I just say, when Penn was saying that, just watching Matt and just watching his face, and you can see just like tearing up a tiny bit.
Yep. So cute. Yeah, it was such...
But this shows that there's something to that, what he was saying
100%.
with his performance on stage.
Penn is very aware of that, and it was just watching him do the whole act itself. It was so clean, so sharp. You know, everything about it. This is the first time I've seen the T-shirt Canon prop.
Same.
And that was quite funny, just have a surprise Uncle RJ bringing that out.
RJ coming it out. But there was a reason for RJ. There was a reason.
Forgot that he even was on it.
Yeah, but for the mechanics of the trick, there was a reason.
I'm not surprised, but...
Do we want to talk about the mechanics of the trick?
Nah.
Okay, we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like maybe bonus content.
I wouldn't put it on here because it's something that Matt still performs.
Exactly. So we're just going to talk about the actual performance rather than anything else. Yeah.
It was so, and I loved the writing of it as well. When he was like, you know, getting a volunteer and stuff. Yeah. It's like that was
someone from Massachusetts, 6'6".
Yeah. And Penn writing on the thing, and he's like, oh, and Penn just, I think Penn forgot that he was supposed to be judge for a minute and was just like, oh, I'm just going to talk to Matt. This is very Woodstock.
Because, it's very Woodstock. That whole part felt like it was just him and Matt talking on PSS.
Absolutely.
Right?
And when he leaned over and went, if you don't have a joke, a fact will do.
Yeah. And because Matt was about to go into his yes man bit as well.
Yeah.
And so it was very much like Sunday school.
It was so
when you don't
cute.
have Penn actually said, when you don't have a joke, a fact is second best. So
Is
he
that
got it a little bit wrong.
Love
Yeah. But I was already laughing so hard the first time I watched it, I didn't hear the second half. Yeah. That wasn't the only in bit, but what you think?
I thought it was very... one of my favourite bits, I always love when the camera pans to Taylor for his reaction. Because Taylor because of how Taylor works as a human being, his face is incredibly expressive at times. So when Matt was doing his intro and he's talking about saving the president guy from being shot.
Dan Quayle.
Yeah, Dan Quayle.
Vice President Dan Quayle.
And it cuts to Taylor's fucking face.
Yeah.
And he was like,
right.
What are you talking
this happen?
about?
I thought it was more like, I don't remember that. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
100%. It was like, there was a lot of thoughts going through Taylor's mind, including, A, did this happen? B, was that a member of your family? And C, why have you never told me this?
Yeah. So the setup was an in-joke from the beginning.
Oh, 100%.
Ham Days. It was at the Ham Days in Lebanon, Kentucky. Kentucky Ham Days. I don't know if you've listened to the back catalogue of ICS at this point.
Well, that's where Pegasus comes from.
Exactly. That's where Pegasus comes from. And even the Canon, the T-shirt Canon, had a Pegasus painted on the side. Raya Appledawn Special, I believe.
Woo! Go Raya.
Speaking of Raya, I don't think he was there at the time. I can't. But if you watch it back, sitting between Penn and Teller is a guy that looks like Raya. I don't think it is, but it looks like him. Same sort of facial hair, but Raya typically wears glasses, right? I can't remember if this guy was wearing glasses or not, but I thought it really looked like Raya.
So Max just put it up on his YouTube quite recently. So I'm just going to quickly... I really like the t-shirt. Okay,
the Ham Days shirt? Yeah. While you're looking that up, so the setup is that Penn's great uncle or something was working security for Vice President Dan Quayle at the time.
That is not Ryer.
Okay, yeah. But the same sort of facial hair in that.
I know Mitzi was there.
Yeah. So it's at the Ham Days festival in Lebanon, Kentucky.
Yep.
Dan Quayle was there, and Matt's great uncle or whatever, or just uncle, failed to jump in front of a shot going off at Dan Quayle.
Yeah.
And it turns out the shot was just a T-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
So Penn wanted to try and fix history.
Matt wanted to try and fix history.
Yeah, sorry, did I say Penn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt wanted to fix history and recreate that moment and actually put it right and bring honor to his family. So that was the setup.
Yeah.
And also, in the background, the Mind Noodler, it was like a ceramic brain bowl, or head open, and it had a bunch of noodles in it. Mm-hmm. I couldn't help but think, noodles! Come on. Matt crying on the plane watching Patch Adams.
For some reason in my head, I always think it's beans, and I don't know why.
No, it's noodles. Yeah,
it's noodles.
I couldn't help but think that. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
I don't think it was, because noodling.
Yeah. And do you think when Matt said fire on potato, do you think that was an in-joke for, cray ray potatoes?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
No,
it was just the word that he chose.
I just think potato's a fucking funny word.
Yeah, okay. Potatoes are funny. That's why Cray Ray did it with potatoes. Yeah.
I think, was it Cray Ray that did it on potatoes? No, I think it was Penn that picked potatoes because it was a funny word.
No, Cray Ray said that he picked potatoes because of clear cups and balls.
Oh.
Where at the end it's potato. Is that he liked that bit and thought it was funny. As well. I've done multiple things.
Have they done it as potato, right? I've never seen a potato one.
Yes. Yeah, no, they definitely have. But, you talk about Teller's reactions, right? To Matt. This is, when you watch it again, so quite often you'll watch an act and they're performing and you'll hear all these gasps from the audience and applause and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they are clearly just like pre-recorded stuff, B-roll, whatever, put over the top. You're watching this with Matt and the audience reactions are genuine.
I think as well, it's not so much that it's B-roll. I think the way that the show's edited, because they need to keep the sound consistent, they often need to take parts, like they'll take clips from other audience reactions and put them against different tricks.
Yeah, that's on purpose. Have you ever been to a...
That's not... I've never been to a Fuller's recording.
No, to any recording of a television show or anything. Because they do. They get reaction shots separately.
100%. Yeah. But I think you're right in the fact that everything that was recorded for Matt's was used for Matt.
Yes. I mean, still, like, at the end of the trick, when the audience is applauding, it happens to every trick, and then the camera pulls out, and the audience is dead still. Yeah. It's like they're not clapping.
Yeah, that's But he done so good, and when I watched it, I happened to be in work at the time, and was giggling and laughing at it, and Anastasia, who I worked with, came in and she's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Because I had my hand over my mouth because I was like, oh, look at him, he's so cute. Yeah. I was like, do you want to see Matt perform things? She was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. So we sat and watched it, and even she was like, how the fuck did he do that? And I'm like, isn't he just...
Well, that was the first thing that Kez said as well, but I already had, ideas.
I mean, don't forget, sometimes you have ideas, and they are completely and utterly wrong when it comes to magic.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But it's just ideas of how I would do it, that's all. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
The only other thing I've got written down here is, come on, I mean, he is such a likable guy. It's obvious that him and Brooke get along really well. Just the relationship they were having, even behind the scenes stuff.
Yep.
And there would be a few people who have no idea, but when Matt's like, I'm taking my T-shirt cannon and going home. It's like, no, Matt, we still need you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people don't know that he is the writer on the show.
I didn't even hear the, no, Matt, we still need you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I like that. That was all my notes that I had written down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good trick.
Oh, except for Ben trying to put on the raincoat was also hilarious.
When he pulled out, they said I can't act my way out of a paper bag.
Yeah. But that was perfect. It was good time. It gave Matt time for what he needed to do.
Just his little head. I loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, I really hope we get... Oh, okay, let's... Foreshadowing. I really hope that we get to see this trick live one day.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a very good trick. I'm trying to think of my other Mind Noodle of favourite bits. Straightest Jacket Escape is great. And this card stab bit that he did for, technically for AGT. Also great, with the foil around his head. So... This is definitely up there. It's a top tier Mind Noodler trick. Matt the Mind Noodler trick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. But there we go. That spoiler music's ended, so we're done talking about Matt. We're done talking about Matt. Never again. Never talking about best boy, sweet Matty D. Where are we at? Okay. So we got time. We gave a little bit of foreshadowing, so we'll just jump straight into it. The breaking news. We're not playing the breaking news button. But patrons know. Yay! Wayne is making it to Scoot Fest. That's all.
Yay!
That's all. Yay! Oh wait, where's my clap button? I can't find it. Oh well.
You will be poor, but you will be there.
I believe that is with everybody going to Scoot Fest. Be poor, but we'll be there. Oh gosh, yeah, we got time. Yeah, time to talk about it. So. I don't know if Kez can hear me, but she just did a loud sigh because, it's exactly how I feel.
I mean, she is watching Grey's Anatomy, and it looks like it's getting very heated over there.
Yep, heated Grey's Anatomy going on. Grey's Anatomy is always heated. There's always
not
people...
in that kind of way. Yeah, it looks to be an emergency. There's people bleeding.
Yeah. I mean, they do work in a hospital, so
that's true.
There is that. But it was Sunday night. We had finished recording, I guess, and because I've gotten into the habit of... preface. As we are aware, Wayne's passport away for visa purposes. Wayne does not have a passport in his possession, so shouldn't book anything at all.
Yeah.
But Sunday night, I looked online on the Qantas website, and they were having what's called a red tail sale, which meant their flight prices were heavily discounted. I'm talking like multiple hundreds of dollars, especially when you're looking at a return trip. Mm-hmm. So I jokingly said to Kez, well, if I get my passport back on Monday, then I'll be able to book some flights. Because at this stage, we also know nothing, right? Because we haven't been really looking too hard into it because I don't have a passport.
You don't want to get your hopes up.
Exactly, there's that. But also, we don't know if I'd be going on my own or if we have the finances for Kez to be able to go as well. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, we're both coming to Scoot Fest. But yeah, so I've said, hey, maybe we can act on this if I get my passport back tomorrow. I wake up in the morning, Monday morning. I have an email saying your visa has been approved. It will take... no, that's not what it said. It says, yes, your visa has been conditionally approved. It needs to be viewed by one more person to go through, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, so I won't be getting confirmation today. About 2 hours later, I get an email saying, yep, your visa's in Perth and ready to be collected. It's like,
nice.
How did that happen? If it had to be approved by someone after, it's like, because it was in Sydney. Getting the visa shit done.
Well,
because they don't do that in Perth.
Unless that was like Friday night and it's just taken that long to send. They've sent it over the weekend. It's arrived in Perth.
Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So, yeah, saying your visa, your passport and visa are now available to collect. So I'm like, well, sometimes things work out. Mm-hmm. I say that. A lot of times things do go well for me, but not without effort. But this is normal effort, I guess, because this Qantas sale was ending 9 p.m. local time.
Yes.
Midnight Eastern States time. So we've had from like maybe 11 o'clock in the morning till 9, which is a long time.
Yeah.
But still, to plan everything from zero.
Yeah.
To not just plan things, but work out finances, see if we have the cash available. So we probably spent a good 7+ hours on this trying to work it out, and then time going in, spending the money, purchasing tickets. Oh, but wait, no, it's not that simple, because the credit card that we wanted to use to purchase the flights, I believe at the time when I set up the account, it was like, oh, this is a debt account that I'm paying off, and we'd been paying it off. So I didn't have a physical card for it, which meant I didn't have the card details to put in to the Qantas website to purchase flights. So I'm looking around the house looking for this card, which I probably don't have and never have, but I might have a false memory of having received this card. So I'm tearing up the place looking for it. It's like, no. It's like, okay, well, maybe it's like our other bank's app where you can go in and view all the card details, expiry date, the number on the back, card number.
Yeah.
Nope, you can't do that either. It's like, oh, hang on, you can see your card number on your credit card statement. So, yep, can do that. Oh, I can get the expiry date through the help chat, but I can never get that number on the back of the card. It's like, wait, I can add it to Google Pay. Maybe there's some way to pay with Google Pay on Qantas. Like, nope. It's like, oh, but you can pay by PayPal. Thank God. I can just add my card details onto PayPal. Well, hang on, Wayne. You don't have the card to add it onto PayPal.
Yikes.
Saving grace, through the bank app, you could add it directly onto PayPal, and it just autofills all the information. So
strange that you don't have a card for that, because even I would imagine you should.
Either I got the card and have put it somewhere, or when it said, "Do you want a card for it?" I would have said no. It's like, because this is at the moment, this is not a card to be used. This is not for, we've got other credit card for that. We've got our daily use card and stuff. So, but yeah, got it sorted. Oh, fuck. Hotels. We're staying at the Orleans and the Rio. But there are 3 days at the Rio during EDC, Electric Daisy Chain Festival, which are so fucking expensive. And that's not just the Rio, that is all hotels.
Wow.
That they are just blown out prices, or just completely booked out as well. So that's the only accommodation we haven't booked yet.
I must have booked before that was announced.
Yeah, that's possible. Or maybe you're like, book it all.
I maybe didn't even, because I probably wouldn't, because I don't look at the per day rate.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it wasn't the per day rate that gives it away. It's the total stay, because it's like, it seems thousands of dollars higher than it should be.
Yeah.
So then when you go through and look at the per day rate, it's like, wow, getting fucked by EDC.
I suppose I know roughly what I'm expecting it to be, and if it's about that, I don't really think about it much more. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, at the moment we're gonna have to do some research, but yeah, so there's 3 days which we're gonna work out. We've reached out to Mitzi even. For giving suggestions of areas of Vegas to avoid for an Airbnb and things like that. So thank you for that information, Mitzi. Appreciate it. But yeah, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
The important thing is Scootfest 2024, and I am almost up to date on ICS. I'm up to the current episode with Nug.
Oh, cool.
Who I love Nug, by the way. Nug is great.
I've never heard Nug before, but I'm a fan.
Haven't you? Yeah. Nug is an actor. He was in Cube Zero as well. I love the Cube series of movies. Have you ever seen them?
No.
Okay, he's in that and he's great. But yeah, so yep. I'm very excited to hang out with friends for Scoopfest robe time.
Yeah.
Yes. When I messaged you about the not a shirt thing, I had no idea it was a robe at the time. And you did.
Yeah, I thought you were just being coy. I was like,
yeah, well.
Okay.
I thought, I assumed that they hadn't announced it yet, but then they had, so.
I'll be honest, I forgot when they announced it, so.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks. Yeah. A couple of weeks, I think. But it was only this week that I learnt that it was a robe.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. Even though, one, I haven't bought Scootfest tickets yet. It's okay. Scootfest tickets we bought day of, and they don't have sizes are locked in.
Oh,
so
yeah, because I remember,
be...
because you'd asked me about that, and I'm like, don't sweat that.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But the important thing is I have secured Jacob's Whiskey Barbecue.
Nice.
Sorry, yes, we. I keep saying I. It's we. Kez and I. So yeah, exciting times. Going to be good to catch up with a bunch of people. I'm already sad that there is a bunch of people who will not be able to attend Scoop Fest. But yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. We're at the end of the show, so self-promo time. Hey, you can support the show by going to nicepodbud.com/Patreon. And you don't have to support us financially if you can't. That's perfectly fine. You can just keep on supporting us by listening to us each and every week. I say that, but you know what happened last year when we were in Vegas? There were multiple weeks we didn't put out episodes.
That's true.
Yeah, but we're going to do our best to either bank or maybe
it was the first time
there.
We'd had a trip like that while we had a podcast, so we weren't really sure what we were doing.
To be fair, though, it's not like there were not podcasts out there with us on them.
Yeah, we were on a podcast episode that was released while we were in Vegas. It just didn't happen to be ours.
Yeah, we were on multiple podcasts. Yeah, which we'll see might happen again.
Get Brogan on PSS 2024.
Yeah. Bring back Piff Pod. But yeah, social media interaction. Oh, speaking of social media interaction, we've got shit to talk about next episode.
Okay.
But liking things we say, sharing the podcast, that's what really helps us a lot. But you can also talk to us by reaching out by email, admin@nicepodbud.com. I tested that cat heads at nicepodbud.com. Doesn't work.
Oh, surprise.
So, yeah, I don't know why this is working. But or there's a contact form at nicepodbud.com. And just send us emails. Stuff, art crimes, anything you like. But you can also talk to Brogan directly at 7 Billion Needles on all social media where they exist.
And you can talk to Wayne at Wayne Jingle.
Huzzah! Let us know if you're coming to Scootfest, because we can make plans to hang out while spending time at Scootfest.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheesebags.